What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a comparison on the Super Toad and the Incredifrog right there. I'm just going on the pros and cons of them. What's the pros, what's the cons, how they swim, what they look like when they swim, and really good applications for both of them. So I'm going to be casting near these pads over here and along this edge, probably over there a little. So I'm going to get into it, so I'll catch you guys in just a sec. Alright guys, I'm going to start out with Incredifrog, which I usually use. Really nice for hitting heavy cover, lily pads, because it has these strong wide legs and they're short, so they don't get caught on much. And the beefy body and the hook slot is perfect for not getting your hook caught in everything. So I'm just going to give them a quick comparison. I'm going to give this one a little go over here. I'd say one of the pros about these are definitely the wider stance in the legs, making more of a radical movement, and the paddle tails are a lot bigger in the Incredifrog, which definitely makes it more action in the water, getting the fish to strike in deeper cover, which is good. Oh, right there, guys. Just like I was saying, he was a decent one. He was like half a pound to a pound. But anyways, like I was saying, it makes a lot more commotion in the water. It really gets them going. I don't have real frog hooks on me right now, but these VMC hooks, these will work. I don't really have a problem with them. I just had one strike. So like I was saying, another thing, just how beefy they are. Now that can be a pro and a con, seeing beefy they are, how hard it is for the bass to really get it. But on the other hand, it does make them heavier and easier to make movement inside of pads, which sometimes is bad and good, because sometimes you want a really subtle presentation when working pads, because you can easily spook a lot of fish off of just busting through pads, and bass just get startled. So we're gonna give it a shot for a second and see what happens. That first strike, like third cast, is a good way to know they might want frogs today. You can see when I pull out the Super Toad, and when I'm using this, you're gonna see the weight difference. So I'm gonna put on the Super Toad and I'll get back with you in just a second. Alright guys, so going over the cons really, there's not too many cons on this. They both have about the same amount of cons. I think one of the cons is not really having that really dense body. It's a lot skinnier. I almost find that it turns over a little bit more. But like I said, the legs are a little bit skinnier and longer. Not by much though. It's more of they're not as beefy. But they do kick up a lot of water, but it's at a higher speed, which you can't tell too much, but you can sort of tell. But like I said, different applications are good for these. Definitely for basically if you're fishing like an algae area of the lake, these are really good for it. Because you can get a faster pace and tread a lot more water.
You're gonna steal my fish, aren't you?
But beside the fact that they do put out more of a wake, not more of a wake, but a lot faster. Just like I said a few times, it is not big of a difference. I will say though, these are pretty aerodynamic when flying through the air. They do get a good cast. But can you really tell the difference? Not very much. But like I said, on the Incredifrog, it is heavier. So definitely a longer cast with the Incredifrog. But there's one thing that I like about these Super Toads, is that it is easier for the bass to get in their mouth. Simple fact is it's not as beefy, and it's a little bit lighter, and it's easier for the hook to penetrate, which can be a con because, you know, it can rip a little bit easier. But in my opinion, it is more of a pro than a con, because it is nice getting a lot more actual takes than just slaps and hits. But I'd rather get a bunch of slaps in my day than get absolutely nothing. But if I was going to go for catching wise and being consistent on the hit, I'd probably go for the Super Toad. But saying that, if I'm in deeper stuff like these pads, I would definitely go for the Incredifrog. Oh, God. That's actually a nice one, guys. That one. Very nice. Short and stocky, man. The coloration on him, really brown. That stomach. Alright guys, I'm gonna get him back good. Alright guys, I'm gonna be getting out of here. I don't know what you guys came to believe on the comparisons, but in my opinion, I will always go with an Incredifrog. But tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you really think there's a big difference in them. You can definitely tell a difference, but action-wise and how they perform, they're almost the same. But there's always pros and cons and different baits and different styles on working them, and a lot of the time it's user error, and it's a lot, sometimes it's just company errors or company differences on how they make their frogs or how they make their baits. So like always guys, tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching guys. I'll catch you next time with me, Roland Rossi.